Hi everybody, it's your boy, boy, do the John. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, much appreciated. If you like the content, please hit that sub button if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell, let you know when I post another video for you guys. Hit that like button and leave me a comment and say hi. And if you like video game content, I live stream on glemmis.tv/DoTheJohn. Also, I have a gaming channel here on YouTube. Links are down below. Do the John Gaming. I hope to see you guys there. As always, thank you. Let's get into this video. Yo, everybody, this is 13 scariest things found frozen, put together by Chills. Now, Chills, the last video I recorded was the 10 scary videos you should not watch alone. That one was kind of disappointing. Let's hope this one isn't. I want to be scared. Then again, I don't. What then again, I do. Let's get into it.
These scary things were found frozen, some on purpose and some completely on accident. Let's take a thorough look and closely question each find. Number 13. When a snowstorm blows over the San Luis Valley, it's up to a YouTube channel called Colorado Gators to save the farm. As their name suggests, these outdoorsmen are the only ones willing to risk their lives to save frozen alligator livestock. After searching for a while, one of them finally comes across a frozen gator with—
No, I understand. Gators are animals and all that stuff, but the people that go for gators and stuff, they're just fucking insane. I would never.
with its nose still sticking out of the ice. Now all they need to do is dig it out and move it to warmer waters, using their bare hands of course. Keep in mind the creature is only slowed down and not completely frozen. I am amazed at how calm he remains the entire time, feeling around in the water for an alligator he can't even see. Watch this part and tell me if you would be brave enough to get this close. Frozen or not, I don't think I would want anything to do with this situation.
Nope.
Number 12. This Chicago police body cam shows multiple officers rushing to save a man and his dog from freezing in Lake Michigan. From a distance, it looks like the distressed person is trapped on a snowbank at first.
Sir! Someone over here!
But as the officer approaches, you can see the person is actually waist deep in freezing waters and ready to go under. The officers quickly extend a rescue cord for him to tie onto, and they yank him to safety with one strong pull.
Come on! Hold me! Got this! Hold me! There we go! You're good! Come on! You're good! Thank you so much! You're good, dude.
Thankfully, they are able to do the same with the dog as well. I'm guessing that he was walking his dog along the edge of the water for a nicer view when the snow gave way. The cold water must have left him practically frozen from the waist down and unable to climb out. Let me know if you agree whether or not that's what probably happened. Number 11. This video reportedly comes from somewhere in Siberia. Two friends have a concerned conversation and walk to a tree. Buried in the snow is a tiny humanoid creature that doesn't look to be of this world.
What the fuck is that? It's a Martian. It's an alien. See, I told you aliens are real. No one wants to believe me.
Try to translate what they are saying if you can, and maybe we can figure out if this is fake or real.
Ну, понятно, что дохлый. Да, хлеб, короче, лежит там.
The color and texture of this discovery is convincing. It appears to be missing a leg as well. If this is a prop, then it looks very realistic. If this is real, who knows how long it's been left out here, or what horrors it could bring. Number 10. A news reporter gets an early morning scare after the cold weather almost costs him his life.
Tell you what happened here. I'm standing. Look down here. You see that? That's an icicle that went drilled right to the ground. Yeah.
You know what?
He's in the middle of setting up the camera shot when a giant dagger-like icicle drops from about 15 stories above and lands directly next to him. Here you can see the frozen shard of ice is over 2 feet long and would have easily ended him had he had just been standing a few feet over. I really doubt there would have been anything for the paramedics to do if this icicle had gone through the top of his head from such a great height. What a terrible sight that would have been on live TV. Number 9. Wintertime should be relatively snake-free, yet here one is slithering across.
Fucking snakes. Snakes can be frozen to death. I don't care. I hate them. They're ugly. They're freaky. They're evil. And yeah. No.
Across the ice in the middle of February, the cold-blooded reptile somehow crosses the frozen pond and then moves towards the camera with slow determination. I'm not sure what type of snake this is or how it's able to survive these low temperatures. My guess is it was probably hibernating somewhere and got disturbed, but either way, a snake of this size is nothing to mess with no matter what the season. This video was taken somewhere on Kent Island in Maryland. If there are any more winter snake sightings in this area, then I'd say something strange is definitely going on over there. Number 8. Trenton and his friends are having fun fishing until he loses his expensive fishing lure under the ice. Thinking fast, he finds a long stick and tries to walk across the half-frozen lake to find his lure. Some patches of ice are dangerously thin, so Trenton has to constantly poke the ice in front of him to see if it can support his weight. One false step will send him into the freezing waters below. If this happens, the ice around the edges might break away when he starts to climb out. Eventually, Trenton gives up on finding the lure and simply focuses on getting back alive. He spends almost 10 minutes carefully navigating the ice and nearly reaches the others when he makes a mistake.
You're fine.
Trenton is incredibly lucky to be back in shallow waters when this happens. His feet hit the bottom and he is able to quickly pull himself out. If this happened in the middle of the lake though, he would have been over his head and only had seconds to react.
I think you know what I'm going to say. What kind of friend can you be if your friend falls through the ice? It's not funny. Instead of reacting concerned and worried about your friend, you laugh at him. Kid or not kid. Granted, yes, there were kids, but still, that's not funny.
Number 7.
The size of this thing.
Oh God.
We found him outside. He was frozen.
A YouTuber named Ben Northern is walking up his driveway when something on the ground stops him. He stares in puzzled disbelief and then realizes it's a giant arachnid sticking out of the snow. The glass jar could be making the spider look bigger than it really is, but here you can see it's almost the size of a finger. If someone is able to identify this spider, we can figure out how much of a threat it really is. Also, maybe it's just me, but it kind of looks like the spider moves a couple of times here. Perhaps it's just warming up and reawakening. Number 6. One day, a YouTuber named Michelle Burse and her friends are startled to find something burrowing beneath the ice.
Oh my God. Wow.
They are positive that something is causing the ice to crack and splinter as it digs a path under their feet. While I do see what they think, I'm pretty sure that this is just the formation of ice in real time. Still, I'd like to get your opinion to confirm. If I'm wrong, then I have no idea what could be shifting the ice like that. Number 5. A YouTuber named Morty Axe is conducting a train when an elderly man emerges from an ice fishing spot, completely unaware of the imminent danger he's putting himself in. The man only sees Morty Axe and not the other train coming around the corner. Now it's up to Morty Axe to react for him. I think Morty Axe definitely made the right call here. You can see the train is moving extremely fast, and he would have most likely been in the middle of the tracks if not for the horn. Fortunately, the man lives to ice fish another day. Number 4. This gray fish is frozen solid and obviously not moving at all. Yet within 20 seconds of being put in this liquid solution, something bizarre happens. I'm pretty sure this is nothing more than warm water, but maybe there is some sort of chemical in it that can bring frozen animals back to life. Then again, maybe this fish just hibernates for the winter and comes back to life naturally when the temperature warms. Let me know what you think is going on here. And if you think what you've seen is a miracle like the uploader of this video claims. Number 3, a YouTuber named Florida McKee uses Google Maps to hone in on a frozen discovery in Antarctica.
You have to look at this very closely.
Peeking out from the middle of a frozen pond is what appears to be a sentient ice creature. I can somewhat make out a giant head and left arm, but I'm not sure. Let me know if you can see it.
This is only about 170 feet long, so this easily makes it very, very likely that it's a known animal, a known creature.
It's hard to tell if this is an actual creature or not just by looking at a single still image, but I do agree it could be some sort of abnormality. My only other guess is a cluster of ice above the surface. Number 2. When Don Smith finds his 26-year-old son Justin Smith frozen in the snow, he refuses to give up hope.
I started shaking his head. No, you can't leave me. You can't leave me.
His son was walking home from a party when he collapsed in the snow and remained there overnight in -4-degree temperatures. Responding police and paramedics were convinced that he had passed away.
All signs lead us to believe that he's been dead for a considerable amount of time.
When they brought him to the hospital, doctors were able to revive Justin after 2 hours of CPR and somehow medically reheating his body. If anybody can explain what this special equipment is here and how it works, I would really appreciate hearing more about this process. As far as I know, bringing someone to life after freezing was almost impossible. If anyone can explain what any of these buttons are, especially the one marked LPM mode, it would be very helpful as well. As you can see here, Justin lost some fingers but is still able to retain most of the function in both hands. I am amazed considering he was in the snow for an entire night. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. If you're curious about what I of the Pico de Orizaba, a volcano in Mexico so tall that the top is nothing but snow and ice. It's a scary thought, but you'd never know that these mummies were almost 60 years old just by looking at them. It's also beyond creepy how the cold weather preserves them well enough to still identify facial features, and even the exact position they were in at the time of passing. The mummies were first discovered in 2015, but due to constant bad weather, the Mexican government was not able to extract the remains by helicopter until years later. I'm going to put your bravery to the test while I
That was interesting. It wasn't scary. It should say 13 interesting things found frozen. Not scariest things. And not a clip rate. Come on now. Stop clip rating. That's not nice. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you guys in the next vid. And as always, you are loved.